What's up, everyone?
You remember us?
Yeah. Wow, where the heck have we been? Welcome to the very first episode of, working in progress, but we're probably going to go with, well, just seeing as we now named the channel Broken Unicorns, we're probably going to call this Broken Discussion, Broken Conversation.
I like conversation better because BC is better than BD. Because BD sounds like VD, which is venereal disease, which is always unpleasant.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
These pretzels are
yes, welcome to our first episode of Broken Conversations, in which we just sit here, we pick a topic, and we talk about it.
Can I announce today's topic?
Let's start with just this one real quick.
Okay.
And, by the way, the topic for this one is our recent obsession, which is...
Pokemon?
Yes. Pokemon.
I'm addicted again.
We both are. Anyway, where we've been, we have been working on the scripts, but we honestly don't have any recording. I'm not sure if you could tell, but we only got my apartment to really do any recording in here.
And it's tiny.
As you can tell, it's not only small, but there's not much stuff. Like, this wall is, like, all my stuff. That's it.
Books.
Books and a cabinet. That's it. That's all my stuff.
And I didn't bring my ponies with me.
Outside of just the computer and other random small stuff, that's generally the stuff that I have.
That's the stuff that he has.
So the room's pretty echoey, and that would definitely pick up on our recordings, and...
Yeah, that's fine by me. I love the sound of my own voice.
Yeah, but that would work too well in a recording. But
I have a condenser mic.
Yeah, he does have a sound room too, and you do have a convention mic, which you really need to bring over if you want to do recordings here instead of revealing your brony-dom to your brother, in which your dare from me at this point, and this is for YouTube as well, is that if we don't get the Fear and Loathing out, no matter what, we will even have to try and work our script around and get this thing out first. We have to get this out by the 20th of February.
And for those of you who don't know, that's the day of Hunter S. Thompson's death, exactly 10 years ago.
And even more so, we are recording this on the 31st of January. We have 20 days.
20 days is plenty of time.
Yeah, and we have to get the pilot and the second episode for it.
Hey, we got some reworks going. We can make this work.
Fortunately, the script writing for this one was easy.
It's all because of my stupid job.
But anyway.
I'll be there.
Same with me, and doesn't help when we're on different schedules. But anyway, on to today's topic, Pokemon.
Pokemon? Pokemon.
So yes, I recently, just last month in December, I picked up Pokemon X, and oh my god, I'm hooked.
He's hooked.
Oh my Arceus, oh my Omnistar.
Oh my Luna.
My Lord Helix.
I
Which
don't
plays
know
Pokemon.
My Pony.
I've spent most of my time on the internet, so I just actually have,
Wonder Trade.
I already know the memes and most of the Pokemon. He has been out since, what?
Generation 2.
Gen 2, and you played, like, part of...
I played an hour of Black and White and didn't like it.
The regions do actually. Me and him are both very into aesthetics, so what really attracted me when it came to Pokemon X was the aesthetics, Kalos itself, based off of France, which is one of the countries on my bucket list, needless to say.
Oui.
Particularly Mont St. Michael. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's brilliant. How it was
Brilliant!
It's a brilliant town of how it was formed. It was a single church on a hill, and it just kept growing from there. And just how it looks on the horizon is amazing.
Good thing it wasn't in Norway.
I really wish I could see this in person. And one day I just may.
Just may.
Who knows?
Yeah, my bucket list unfortunately does not contain France. It doesn't really contain much of anything outside of natural landmarks.
Your bucket list is places too.
Well, no, my bucket list is things I want to do, such as skydiving, which I have to lose a lot of weight for.
Don't be flipping me off.
base jumping, pretty much jumping off of things.
Acrophobia.
I haven't got that. I've got the opposite. When I look up at a very tall object, I freak out.
That's agoraphobia. Well, that's a vertigo.
That's vertigo.
I actually have agoraphobia.
To a place called Vertigo.
I actually get nervous when I'm in wide open spaces.
Yeah, I don't. I love that. You see the episode of Dan Versus where he's in the wide open space? He's just running around and freaking out about Chris.
Wasn't that also in an LP episode?
I'm not. Well, no, that's claustrophobia.
Oh yeah, you're right. Claustrophobia.
He's got a bucket on her head.
Oddly enough, I would actually feel uncomfortable at castle. This is why we call it Broken Conversations. We're getting on topic.
That's going to happen a lot.
Yes, but if you honestly enjoyed our vlogs for that, then you definitely come to the right show.
Come.
Who? And you're going to get more of that too.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while, YouTube.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, that's from Mentally Advanced. If you haven't watched it, you're a fan of My Little Pony, watch it. It's freaking hilarious.
Actually, I think you need to lean forward, not quite a camera.
You're like leaning, you're literally leaning on the frame.
I was leaning outside the edge of the earth.
You were. But yes, maybe at some point we may have like a couple guests on here for the show.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell we plan on doing.
John Penn.
What, do you think he'd be interested in this?
Well, this is shooting off of My Little Pony thing, and he's a huge fan of that.
Yeah, this is more of a shoot-off of our vlogs, which is our general content. For the most part, we're just bloggers.
Blog. Oh.
We're just bloggers that really,
Why did I do
we don't have anything better to do but talk, and we feel the need to actually just post it online because why the hell not?
Why the hell not, indeed? What is a hell not?
It's like a destiny knot.
But back to Pokemon. Charizard.
And I just recently got, today actually, I'm yet started Omega Ruby.
Omega Red. Is that a band or something?
I know.
Oh, I love the smell of sulfur.
Gilda's not a fan.
Ugh, Gilda.
I can't.
Lame.
Oh yeah, you were raised on the Wizard of Oz too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Was your mom a collector?
Yes.
My mom had the vinyl soundtrack, a copy of the script. You remember when Blockbuster had the toys?
Yep.
She had all of those.
Those are probably worth a lot of money at this point.
She has a cabinet with little figures and well, actually, it's not a cabinet. It's a wall shelf, like one that you just nail up and done. And it just has little figures of all the characters.
So we always got this
And
less
even
curio.
more so, the cabinet itself has a mirror on it that has a tinted glass of the Emerald City. So this shelf was particularly made for these figures.
Yep.
So my mom is nuts when it comes to it. She even has like the 4 ceramic masks.
Was she a fan of Return to Oz?
I'm not even sure if she's aware of it.
That was a creepy movie, but I liked it.
Honestly, by the time that my mom probably turned 20, she lost touch with reality a little. I'm not sure if I'd say lost touch with reality, but lost touch with something, alright.
Sanity?
That's one possibility. I know it definitively happened when she was about 30, 31. Way off topic and way too personal, but whatever. So yes. So how's your Pokedex coming along? I have so far obtained about, I'll have to double check, but I'm estimating around 459.
I'm below 100. But I still haven't finished the game
Yeah,
yet.
you haven't even finished League yet.
I got 7 badges.
And you probably haven't been like me, who's actually decided to run around in grass for a while and catch literally any Pokemon that doesn't have that little Pokeball symbol that status is that you caught it.
Yeah. I intend to catch a bunch of trash Pokemon, give them really stupid names, and put them into Wonder Trade just to... What about Butt Crack?
Oh yes. I actually got a Wonder Trade Golbat, and for some reason, the guy who originally trained it named it Butt Crack.
Butt Crack!
And my initial thought was, I was on a Skype call with him at the time, both just like trading and just hanging out online and playing Pokemon, I guess it's because we're losers like that, for some reason.
There's a difference between a nerd and a loser. You can be a nerd and a loser, but you can be one independent of the other.
Regardless.
Regard.
What, the TV here. Taking myself over here.
So, at this point, I've got Alakazam.
Yes, the very first thing that he wanted was a Abra, and I told him that, well, I already have an Alakazam, I just breed one for him. I asked him, do you want the egg or do you want me to hatch it? He demanded for the egg.
Demanded.
Needless to say, with my aid, he got himself an Abra egg, he hatched himself, and then he raised it to an Alakazam that's now the forerunner of this team.
And named Rasputin.
By the way, in the City with Fairy type gym, that's where you can get the best friend ribbon.
Yeah.
But it has to have like max friendship. You should have it by now though.
I'm at 3 out of 5. I haven't been doing Pokemon.
Max friendship would be like he traveled with you from the very get-go, which he has.
Yeah, he's never been on a party.
And it would pretty much value his friendship level at like 255.
Pokemon?
Which it takes forever to do that because just to get like enough to level up something. I'm not sure if that actually requires max friendship. I don't know anything about friendship. I know it's just some value there, but I have no idea how it plays it.
I know something about friendship. It's magic.
Yes, friendship.
We knew that was going to come up. Come on.
Of course.
But anyway, I need to get an e-mail from you. I want an Espeon really bad. That's daytime, right? Yeah, because Umbreon would be night, because Umbreon refers to night.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yes, Espeon is the day.
If you can't tell, my favorite type is definitely Psychic and Ghost.
Espeon would actually level up around, evolve around like level 20, 22.
Yeah.
Like somewhere around the 20-25 range, depends on where you do it. I done it in the Battle Chateau on Route 7.
How many Bunearies have I used as trade pot? I don't even want that thing to evolve. It's just disturbing.
Do you know what it evolves to?
Yes, I do.
Do you want me to just trade it to you for the Dex?
Yeah, and then I can get rid of it. It's just disturbing. I'm sorry.
You could just trade it back to me afterwards.
Yeah. Disturbing.
Trade me something that you really want back, so you'd definitely know. Give me Lopunny back because, well, I'm a collector at this point.
He has a million Pokemon.
As I said, I have multiple boxes. Like I'm up to.
Box.
I'm up to about 8.
Yeah.
More than that. Way more. I'd say close to. If you were to sum all of them together, they would all together fit in about maybe 12 boxes altogether.
What did you do with this?
Long story.
Well, but anyway, what else? I want an all Eevee team. The only one I'll probably leave out is probably the fairy one because I just don't like it.
But you saw it kick your ass.
Yeah, because it was high level.
Not because it was higher level. Opposite type too.
What? No.
You need something for the dragons.
Dragons.
And it's not like you're gonna catch Bernie, yes?
Dragons? Through the fire and the flames. Carry on. No, let's not start that because the song's about 8 minutes long.
Yes, let's just have an 8-minute segment of us singing acapella Dragon Force.
Can I sing like Uncle Stan?
No.
Yeah, I've also really gotten into
No,
Gravity Falls.
No, because your voice would just never recover from that. And yeah, I have not had a chance to watch Gravity Falls.
We were talking about, I was thinking about a vlog on it, but the Nostalgia Critic already did.
Yeah, Nostalgia Critic's already got us to it. We could do one ourselves, but
Even if it was me,
I think it would have it covered, honestly. Yeah. Doug Walker, you got this one.
Well, screw it, I'm going to do the Uncle Stan impression anyway. You kids like Pokemon? You like Pokemon, kids?
So yes, what do you think of Gen 6 so far?
I like better than 5, better than 4. 3 I don't know enough about. 2 is my second favorite, and my favorite is still going to be the classic 150.
Naturally.
But I like there's number 666 in this one.
Which is Pavilion.
Mm-hmm. Ben Houndoom. Yeah.
Houndoom was an earlier generation. It would actually have to be that he was released last year.
Houndoom,
Well, 2 years ago.
but Houndoom is literally a hellhound. Literally. And his mega evolution should have been a three-headed dog.
What, full out Cerberus?
Yes.
Instead of the extension of horns and everything.
Yeah.
I think you actually can get Mega Hound in your game. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't care. Don't need it.
Don't need. I don't need.
I already got my fire type.
I've got several fire types.
And I don't necessarily use dark.
I use dark moves, but I don't use dark types.
Yeah. Albeit I did use Axel for a while.
Crunch. Captain Crunch. Oh, I should have named my Gyarados Captain Crunch.
You still rename it if you... No, wait.
It was traded.
Yeah, you're right. It was the one I got from trade that
I can breed a new one.
That you could.
And call him Captain Crunch. I'm nicknaming all of my Pokemon that were traded. So we have
Even the
Sputin.
ones that are traded.
There's Dr. Teeth.
Dr. Teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, any Pokemon that you see him use that... I don't know, some of them might have nicknames you like that you got from trade.
Yeah.
Like Butt Crack.
I have the sense of humor. 5-year-old.
Butt Crack.
Butt crack. I mean, what if they just named it? I mean, they could have gone lowbrow, named it Winky. No, they'd probably be able to get away with that.
But yeah, you got, what, 6 badges so far in Kalos?
Yep. No, I'm on my 7th right now.
Oh yeah, you're currently in the Psychic Gym.
Yep. Here's my question. And this is something I want to bring up on the subject of nicknames. It censors certain nicknames. What the heck does after mean that they have to censor it? I learned this because I played Monster Hunter, and in the chat it sends the word after.
I don't know, someone wasn't able to nickname their Pokemon Ravioli.
I didn't want Ravioli.
Huh. Ravioli, give me the formula.
That's just what I kept thinking of. Oh, that's going back to the vlog. Let's stay on subject. But I got a Master Ball.
What, during the sunshine?
Yeah, because I kept just thinking of,
Sunshine, ladybugs awake. Clap your hooves and do a little shake.
oh, annoying.
How's it annoying? It's cute.
Exactly.
Deal with it. You're watching a show about candy-colored miniature horses.
And whose fault is that?
Yours.
Shut up. Oh, good.
Yeah, I pressured you into it, but you didn't have to fall for the peer pressure.
It's not peer pressure. It's... I don't... But whenever they said that, I kept thinking of that SpongeBob thing. What was it? Meatball, spaghetti and meat. Ravioli, Rick Barry, Reef. Yeah.
That was really old SpongeBob.
Well, it was
They
funny.
didn't suck.
Exactly. When it wasn't just... Wait, that sounded like Skeletor. Skeletor loves Pokemon!
So, any particular favorite from the 6th generation that you've seen far? Or do you just not realize which ones are 6?
I don't even know anymore. Probably Pavilion because he's number 666 and he's the only one I know is definitively from Generation 6.
I think it's any past 560.
No idea.
By the way, because I
I
had...
got a Shelmet, by the way.
Yeah, because I told you how to get the particular bird you wanted, you had to go for a starter that you didn't want.
I didn't really care about the starter, to be honest.
No, you already knew which Kanto one you were getting.
Charmander.
Yeah, really, when it came to Pokemon X, I really didn't care either. I just chose spinning him because, well, it was a cute little Firefox.
Firefox!
Yeah.
Is there a cute little Google Chrome?
Ha. Metagross?
There you go.
Ooh, I have a Metagross. Did I get it traded? Yeah. I can't rename it.
And Lubbock is Internet Explorer because it's totally useless.
Yeah, Magikarp is labeled in the Pokedex as useless Pokemon. Yet Lubbock doesn't even an evolution.
Mm-hmm.
Have you come across an Olo yet?
A what?
It's a heart-shaped fish Pokemon.
Heart-shaped box?
From Generation 6. And we're considering what this is from some earlier generation, I'm not sure which one. You would assume, naturally, this other heart-shaped one would be an evolution.
Yeah.
Nope. Choose a Pokemon.
They're running out of ideas.
And Alma is just as useless. Oh, there is a theory that I want to bring up when it comes to Pokemon.
Cubo?
Actually, yeah, let's bring that one up.
I subscribe to the theory that's a baby Charmander that didn't lay its tail. That's the one I choose to believe.
My theory is to how Cubo got its skull. Got the skull it wears. And that's because it's an orphan Pokemon. Yes, it says that wears the skull of its mother's skull, but bear in mind, its mother would be a Marowak who is in species described as the Bone Keeper Pokemon. Who's to say that it just didn't give a skull to Cubone that it just treasures because, well, it was given to it by its mom?
Oh, Bonekeeper would be a band name.
I would be surprised if it doesn't already exist.
Shoot down my dreams.
Or like Bone Keepers, something along those lines.
I'm a steal now.
I'm normal type.
I'm steel psychic. Wow, 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 wow.
You will subscribe.
You will like and subscribe. I promised I would never do that. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh, wow.
Well, I said I couldn't control someone's mind. It's the ancient mind trick. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Share with everyone.
Show everyone you know. Join us. Join us. Join us. That sounded actually like a robot. That's pretty good.
Moving on.
Moving on. And everyone speaks French. I've come to really enjoy incorporating French phrases into my speech.
Here's the thing, is that actually during production of the Kalos region, the Pokemon team actually did go to France.
Really?
Hence why the tourists that you've seen, they're Japanese. And there's actually a syndrome that affects the Japanese in particular when they travel to France. It doesn't live up to their expectations. And it just causes a severe depression.
French depression.
Yeah, it's
Depression.
it's a Japanese French depression.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It legitimately exists. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. It's
called je ne sais quoi. I don't know.
Yeah, it's je ne sais quoi.
I've started saying, especially since playing Pokemon, I've started saying, Zolos. Zolos. I think it means something like a holy crap, because that's how they use it. Like I found something I'm looking for, let's say I've been looking for a week. Zolos! I've been looking for this for a week. I haven't been. I've been looking for this for a week. I've left this here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, one more time and I claim it. It doesn't even look good on me, but one more time and I claim it.
Well, here we go. For the rest of the video, I'm wearing this.
Until your head gets hot.
My brain doesn't require much heat. But yes, if I had my favorite Pokemon ever, I think I already mentioned this, but it's Alakazam. He's my all-time favorite.
Mine is Pidgeot. Hands down.
Alakazam was my favorite ever since first generation, even when I got in Gen 2. When I played Gen 5, Alakazam, he'll always be my favorite. I don't know why. I just like him.
Everyone has a favorite. And usually it tends to be a very significant one. For you, I'm guessing it was pretty much that. It was such a challenge to catch Era.
Maybe.
Catch Era, and then even more to find a trustworthy trade partner.
Yeah. It's also...
Especially back in the days of cable.
It's also a psychic type, so... And I'm a psychic trainer. But yeah, it's now we got our...
I'm not sure if what my type would be if I were a particular trainer. Flying?
I'm not sure. I do remember though when Mom bought me Link Cable for the first time. I was freaking out. Link Cable, like all the Pokemon missing. I actually had the first gen games. I had Pokemon Blue with all 150 because both my brothers had, Brian had red and Trevor had yellow.
I was a yellow player back then, but before that I played red. I was always the red player. That's why I got Ruby now.
I always picked the blue one.
That's why Ruby and X. They're the red rolls.
See, I had blue, I had sapphire, not sapphire, I had blue, silver. I would have got sapphire, but my Game Boy Advance, okay, I was prepared to buy it. I didn't play Gen 4. I had, which did I have for Diamond? I didn't have Diamond. I had Pearl. No, I got Platinum because I didn't get
special
Diamond.
edition, so you would have gotten the yellow. or the green.
Mm-hmm.
You have been playing the green world there.
I got, what was the next one? I got white. I've got Y. And next I'm going to get Sapphire Reborn, or whatever it's called.
Alpha Sapphire.
Alpha, get it.
I keep mixing it up by thinking Alpha Ruby Omega Sapphire.
I just remember Omega Red now. I'm going to Google that real quick. I can find out what the significance of that is.
While he's doing that, honestly, I don't know what to talk about. Oh yes, my theory. The end of Pokemon. I have a theory that the next title, Pokemon Z, or Z for anyone who's watching this in Canada, in which I had to interchange myself between saying Pokemon Z.
Oh, you're right, it's an X-Men. I knew it was something.
Okay. But yes, as I was saying, I think that Pokemon Z will be the final title.
Yeah.
And the reasoning for this is 6 generations, 20 years, and honestly, I think it's starting to run out of Pikachu rip-offs.
Yeah. I've got a Pichu.
And on top of it, I think honestly, it looks like they're going for a wrap-up. They brought every single starter from all generations. I think they brought over every legendary. If not, it's capable to get all of them in there.
Yeah, not to mention Ruby and Sapphire had a butt-loaded ton of markets and legendaries.
And there's still possible updates that will happen, which they already have for Ruby and Sapphire too.
Yeah.
It just seems to me like if there's going to be another one, it's going to be Pokemon Z, and it will keep the same formula, in which those of you who are saying, oh, Pokemon needs an MMO, Pokemon needs an MMO, this is the closest that we're going to get, because think of catching legendaries. They would not be capturable. They would be reduced to bosses.
Not to mention, people still want the Pokemon Stadium remake, and
I can agree with that, but honestly, I would say more along the lines of, yes, we already have it, but people want it on the TV. So what I would say is that Nintendo should probably more do a projection.
through the Wii U.
Yeah. Do a projection through Wii U. Heck, I'm surprised they don't already utilize the idea of having your DS as the gamepad for it.
Yeah, really?
I mean, that would make more sense in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got a screen and everything. It's got all the same buttons if you have Circle Pad Pro, which I is one of them.
Yeah, it would make total sense if they just did that.
And yeah, it should happen. But yeah, like Wii U was disappointing me.
Honestly, Nintendo consoles have been disappointing in general lately.
My major complaint is that they don't try to keep up with the hardware for the other systems. They just say, oh, hey, let's use this gimmicky controller, instead of, hey, let's catch up with them, make a real gaming system, and use the gimmick controller, and we have the best of both worlds. But they like to keep their stuff cheap, that's the thing.
Well, gee, cheap for mass production, in which it's generally a family, which means that you're also having kids involved, so yeah, you're going to need stuff that can be broken easily replaced at the same time.
I guarantee my kids are going to be terrified, so I'm going to read the Edgar Allan from the I almost said crypt, from the crib.
From the womb.
I almost said from the crypt, so that tells you about the kind of person I am.
From the womb, even.
When he turned, this is Lovecraft, and when he turned him around, he didn't have a face.
Actually, did you come across that story in the game?
Which story?
The
faceless
faceless
people?
people?
Oh yeah, I did that.
Isn't that freaking weird?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Maybe they're embracing all the creepypasta and putting it into their own.
Did you look around the office buildings in North Ludios yet?
Not yet.
When you do, there's one when you reach the second floor. It's weird.
Cool.
Wait until you get there, and there's actually theories. I'm not sure if you've heard it. How much have you paid attention to Pokemon on like YouTube?
Not much.
Do you know there's a ghost girl in Pokemon X? I'm familiar.
No.
In North Lumio City, there is a ghost girl, and to everyone so far, she's just shown up and said, no, you're not the one, and then disappears. Nobody else is on this floor. And a lot of people are wondering, What do you mean, not the one?
Is she wearing white gloves?
She looks like one of the Hexmanics.
White hand. Is she the white hand?
No. Again, she looks like one of the Hexmanics.
I don't know what that is.
The crazy girls with the purple hair.
Oh, the crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like one of those.
Nice.
In which, again, everyone's wondering, who's the one? Is it waiting for a particular ID number?
It's mine.
If it is, then that would be very lucky. You'd be you'd literally be the person in history to actually come across something different from that.
Well, I am one of those things, an anomaly. But yeah, there's a creepy stuff Pokemon. Like, I love it though. That's one of the things about Pokemon.
Just reading through the Pokedex.
Yeah.
Houndoom. If you are burned by the fire from its mouth, the pain will never go away.
Side.
Oh God, that would just be hell.
Yeah. Well, let's take a moment to talk about some of the creepypastas.
Alright.
We've all seen Black version, right?
You want to tell the audience?
So basically the way that one works is the story some fellow went into a GameStop to an old Pokemon game and he gets this black cartridge. Or was it in a flea market? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, he got someone secondhand.
He got a second Pokemon game, it was black. The cartridge was black.
Yeah, it was a Game Boy game, cartridge completely black, which was actually abnormal for back then.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I've ever seen a black cartridge was Pokemon Rumble, and that was drastically different.
Yeah. So he pops it in, plays, and he finds that the first Pokemon he gets is a ghost. Like if you remember the tower.
It was the starter and the ghost.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets a starter and a ghost. So if you remember in the tower where he used the Silph Scope and
Before he used the Silph Scope,
Before.
you would actually just see ghosts.
yeah, he's just ghost looking thing.
And it only has one move, and this was back in Generation 1, for all you youngins out there, Curse was not a move.
Curse.
So it only had Curse.
Curses!
Which, described in the context of creepypasta, was a one knockout. Straight out, one move.
And didn't the caption say if you use it, doesn't say blank Pokemon die?
I think so. Or something along those lines, or they described that it slowed down the cry too for the time that you use this move. Like, the screen would go black, the cry would be given, the cry of the opposing Pokemon would be given slowed down, and that was,
yeah, well there's one thing I want to say about creepypasta in general. It's little tiny details like that, they get on your skin. They don't overtly scare you, they stick with you.
Yeah, because everyone can imagine what a Pokemon's call sounds like. I'm sure you could easily recall Alakazam's call right off the top of your head.
Of course.
You may not be able to do because it's electronic. You still can recognize the call as if it were nothing.
Alakazam, my buddy.
And I can recognize Pidgeot's call as well.
Yeah. But, yeah, so the Pokemon dies.
Imagine that. So imagine your favorite Pokemon your favorite Pokemon's call slowed down and it's no longer useful after that.
And it says that Pokemon died. Just those little details. They crawl under your skin.
Yeah.
There's something out of place, very slightly. That's what a lot of modern horror movies are missing too. It's just like, okay, you got chopped up.
But anyway, do you have an argument for my end of Pokemon theory?
Not really, I agree.
If Nintendo actually is planning that?
No. I would like that.
It would be interesting if Nintendo is legitimately planning something like this.
I don't know. Well, you said this earlier. The only thing that would stop that would be our lovely capitalist system.
Yeah, too much money to be made in Pokemon. It's Nintendo's biggest franchise. I'm pretty sure they would get on just fine without it after all the publicity, and they could easily go spin-off games, like Hell remaking the old games again. Bring them up completely to the new system, and at this point you'd be able to decide from Generation 6, okay, what region are you from?
Kanto.
Yeah, you'd actually buy the individual game that would determine what region you are from.
Mine would be Kanto, because that's where I started. Johto, maybe Johto, but most likely Kanto.
I think I would actually say in Kalos.
That'd be my second choice.
Talos?
I really like Talos, but I'm Kanto, straight OG Kanto, yo. I think I did that wrong. But the point being, I'm
It would be this. Sign language.
Kanto, yo. We're straight out of
I don't know, it
Kanto.
would be Kalos then because it starts with K as well.
What's the name? Wait, no, they're both AA. Oh my god, I just realized something.
Kanto, Kalos.
They're similar. Maybe they were trying to call them the old bands.
I'm convinced they were calling in the old fans because they sucked me in, and you know how stubborn I was.
I'm always them. How many tries did it get for you to make me watch My Pony?
Nah.
That's a little different, though.
Yeah, that was different. I mean, it's a totally different thing. Hey, you should really check out this show that's target demographic is little girls.
Oh, not anymore. It seems like in the later seasons they are targeting the audience that they pulled in.
Yeah, as we've seen a couple bronies.
Comics, definitely.
We've seen a couple bronies react videos.
Yeah. It's like it started off that way, and somehow adults start watching it, and they're like, oh, hey, let's make jokes and some pokes at them, too. And then the comics come out. We're getting off subject. Let me just finish my thought. The comics are straight out for the bronies.
Yeah, totally.
They got friggin' pirates and everything.
Pirates. We're missing ninjas.
There was, and they made a Shaun of the Dead reference.
Yeah.
We're not using the Z word. I'm just gonna say it. I think it was a.
Say, do you again? We're from Buffalo, so we're like right on the cusp of U.S. and Canada. Do you say Z or Z?
Well, I say Z because I'm a Rush fan, and it's not YYZ, it's YYZ.
Is that a top?
I still say ZZ Top, that's different. Z Top is just tedious and cumbersome.
Indeed, and come on, they're Texan. One of them's Texan.
That's
totally Yeah, that's totally Texan.
LaGrange. But yeah, Pokemon, and well, I see what got us in My Little Pony tangent. Pokemon targeting its old demographic again.
Yes.
Which is good, because it brought me back. And of course, constant, pretty much the same thing as got me to watch My Little Pony, constant Pokemon. Play Pokemon. Play Pokemon. Play My Little Pony. Watch My Little Pony. Watch My Little Pony.
Have I scared you wrong yet?
I don't think so.
And I haven't bugged you about everything that I'm into.
I
You
haven't.
bugged me about a lot more than two things.
Have I steered you wrong?
No, I do enjoy the Clockwork Angels.
You gotta finish that book. I want to do that review
I
so
really
bad.
need to finish that book.
It's Rush's latest album, Clockwork Angels, was a concept. It's got a novel that goes with it. Huh?
Was that thing released?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
2012.
Huh. Didn't know that.
And it's their album, which is shocking.
I didn't even know they were still around.
Of course they are. They're Rush. They're doing a tour. Going to see them.
Oh yeah.
40th anniversary tour. Got front row center tickets, baby.
Who?
Who? I don't know how that was a who. I don't know what I did, but I'm very sorry.
Sorry.
But back to Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm going to make an observation here. I'm noticing a lot of my friends who are into Pokemon and into Rush are also in My Little Pony. It seems like a trifecta, and
It seems that bronies are just into everything in general because, come on, we've seen League of Legends references, we've seen references to literally everything.
the comic book is soaked in references.
The comic book is soaked in references. I mean, come on, anything.
And there's a stand that says plasmids and biggers from Bioshock.
There's so many references because it's just that there's, I don't know why, but it seems that just this one show seems to attract people from so many different fandoms.
It's the new Star Trek.
It's beyond Star Trek at the point.
It's
Star
a phenomenon.
Trek didn't grow this fast.
Star Trek was awesome.
Star Trek is awesome.
Oh my.
Oh my.
I want to start a petition to get George Takei and show My Little Pony. Seriously. He can't say oh my though.
Yeah.
That's too obvious.
It has to be like Ricardo the Heart Guy.
Hello everyone.
This is the massage you only get to best friend.
It's totally consensual.
And that would have been one of those things that they would have stereotypically done in no mind.
Yeah, and they didn't.
No, instead they actually had One Piece Space Princess in. No,
Oh,
wait,
wow.
she just went, oh my god.
Oh my
this
god.
feels so good.
Oh my god.
Adventure Time's another great show. I don't want to get too far off tangent here, but all these shows seem to line up with Pokemon. I think Pokemon might be the center point. Everybody I know who's in, well, I got one friend who...
You think Pokemon's the center point? Well, considering that everyone in our generation at some point with Pokemon, be it the cards, the game, the show, something.
I hate the show. I hate it.
And the show entertained me when I was a kid.
I love it.
Now I watch it because it was so hokey.
Hokey Pokemon.
It's so bad. Yet, interestingly enough, it definitely improved in later seasons. Yet it still has the camp value.
Ugh.
And keep in mind, Pokemon is definitively one of those growing multimedias that information from all formats is interchangeable.
Yeah.
You take information that you got from the show, apply it to the game. Same with card game. Same with and even with the manga same with the manga and everything that
Get back on subject.
Yeah. The manga and everything that never released, even still, you could take information from there and apply it to any of the other parts of the media.
Application of information. Just wrote a song there.
Yeah, let me get somebody sick.
For straight gum flavored boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, colts and gentlemen, I can't believe I just said that.
It's more than gentle.
I mixed it up, didn't I? Point being, I'm a geek. But back to Pokemon, and I want to show off my amazing 3DS.
Yeah, he got me. I'm not sure if they can see it.
It's the NES one.
Yeah.
It's like an NES
As a
controller.
matter of fact, for me, I'm actually having to go behind the camera for this. I actually went cheap and I got it new, but BS.
Showing hardware.
Yeah, showing off the hardware. And I already got 4 games if you count the fact that I got Mario Kart free.
No, I actually went cheap too. I bought that off my for
Yeah.
$150.
Yeah, I was insistent on buying mine new for some reason. I went to Best Buy, they had it cheaper.
Well, that Brian, despite not keeping his systems clean, takes care of them. He puts, he keeps them from getting broken or damaged, but he just washes the screens.
Yeah. Whereas for mine, I keep mine as clean as my...
You've never even touched the touchscreen without the stylus, have you?
No. I haven't. Amy did once and I just said don't do that.
Don't do that. All the cupcakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Pokemon, it's one of those things I think it's going to keep going though. I really don't think they're going to end it as much as it would be cool to see how they did it. I think it's going to be going until, 80 years from now when I finally have kids. Which is never going to happen, so I guess...
Not full virtual reality. At this point, we'd be having Pokemon theme park where you'd actually be able to transmit your Pokemon into like a holodeck.
That has to happen.
Like imagine, just a glass box filled with like fog with a light system that would actually project the Pokemon battle.
You plug your 3DS or whatever the system time is in the
Nah,
machine.
it's wireless, dude.
Oh, right! And it actually call out the attacks would work. Alakazam! You signing!
Now you'd still have to plug it in, like you normally do, but you could still actually stand on the other side and act out
Yeah.
the whole thing.
You're signing! And no act! Well, what type is immune to psychic? I know there's one because it's happened to me before. Okay, let me change the thing. Use Thunderbolt Gyarados! Used it on a Sandshrew. Had no effect! Oh! Oh! I'm doing it anime style. Except I get my head bigger, I've tried. Well, except by getting drunk and having a hangover. That's just figuratively.
Yeah.
But Pokemon is one of those things I think it's going to be around.
You think it's going to be around until we have great grandkids?
Yeah, or until I'm dead, but I have a feeling the cyborg age is coming, so I'm going to live a very long time.
I definitely think that if it doesn't end on the 20th year, in which, seriously looked it up, in Japan it released in...
That's addictive, isn't it? For straight gum, can I say?
I'm trying to use that to avoid lighting up another cigarette.
Huh. I just want to sip.
But anyway, as I was saying, honestly, if you look it up, it released around like October 1995 in Japan with blue and green.
Are they still
Red and green?
Are they still doing them for X and Y?
No, they're all released out.
I missed them all.
Yeah, I missed them all too.
Is Giovanni dead?
Is Giovanni dead?
He was cool. I don't care what anybody says. He just had
Nobody
style.
knows what happened to Giovanni.
Like the current guy, what's his name?
Actually, there's an anime that you should check out, since I'm getting you back into Pokemon. It's called Pokemon Origins.
Yeah, you're telling me about that.
Yeah, and anyone else who hasn't seen this, definitely
version
check
of
it out,
Pokemon.
especially if they were players of Red and Blue and they're yet to check out X and Y, because it takes the original games, it takes the Kanto games, it takes Red and Blue and goes through the story of Red, and also goes into detail of the discovery of Mega Evolution, in which Red achieved it.
It touches on creepy stuff too.
Yeah, it does actually have an entire episode in Lavender Town.
Lavender Town, St. Jerome. Not real, I
Which,
tried.
interestingly enough, Blue is not that much of a dick. They did make Blue a little more likable in this, I will admit.
Well, Gary was just a
Interestingly
jerk.
enough, they've come across that one NPC. It's in South Lumios Poke Center.
Mm-hmm.
This one NPC will actually say, Professor Oak's grandson came here. He got Bonjour down. He couldn't get Bonjour down, but he got Smell You Later perfectly.
I didn't see that, that's awesome. Smell you later, ass! My name's Ash. Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
If they could swear in Pokemon, Gary would have been hilarious.
Yes, I'm already about to start my journey into my second region.
I'm picking that up next week or 2 weeks from now when I get paid.
One step ahead. I'm Gary to your Ash.
Well, I'm the tacos to burrito hungry.
I'm the blue to your red.
No, I'd be blue.
Yeah,
Because I play blue games, you only play the red games.
yeah, but blue's always one step ahead of red. We just reverse the personalities.
I'm just crazy.
You're the one who's all into battling, whereas I'm into actually legitimately raiding.
I'll do both. I do some raising, but I like to battle them too. I like to see what they can
Yeah, but I can see you post-game being that type who'd be like, ooh, let me get this, let me try get this particular personality on this particular Pokemon.
I tend to do that.
Do you know how to do that with the Everstone?
Nope, not to show me.
Give the Everstone to one of the parents and it will definitively have that nature. The offspring.
Cool. I just need to...
But you have to find two in particular that you want to breed.
What's that other thing you were saying? Nidoran and Nidoqueen have gone through menopause?
Yeah. For some reason, Nidoran and Nidoqueen cannot breed.
Nidorina.
A lot of people... No, yeah, Nidorina. But a lot of people that find out it's obviously old news at this point. It was old news back in Gen 2 when that happened.
Yeah. I remember when they first started doing breeding, I really didn't know what it was, daycare center, and I put 2 Pokemon and I got an egg.
Back in the day, back in our day, first gen,
They didn't have it.
no, they had a daycare center in which all it was just a rusty leveler.
They leveled your Pokemon.
Yeah, just leveled your Pokemon while you're getting tall, or while you're doing other things.
And breeding's a big part of Pokemon now. Like, they've really made this game a lot.
Yeah, once they opened the daycare center to hold 2 and they produced eggs, Pokemon definitely started to boom right there.
Mm.
And then it boomed even further with 3rd gen, 4th gen.
5th gen.
5th gen wasn't much of a boom though. Black and white.
Oh, Black and White. People were so excited about it, and, like, really?
People were excited about it and then just, man, that's literally all I heard from it. So, once it released, I didn't hear shit.
Yeah.
Outside of, oh, it's okay. It's an okay Pokemon game.
They added some straight up stupid Pokemon, like Vanillite. It's a freaking ice cream cone.
Maybe the Pokedex explained something about it.
Probably.
I do have Vanillish.
I do have one good thing
I
to
do
say
have
about it.
Vanillish, but I have to level it up. I have to evolve it, and it only evolves with friendship. Pain in my ass.
I do have one good thing to say about Black and White. and it's that was the first game that added new camera angles. Because before that, they didn't have different camera angles. It was always straight above. But they added in different camera angles now, which led to what we have now. So.
Oh yeah, like with Central Lumia City.
Yeah.
Is that area not useful for patching it?
Drive around in circles.
Yeah, all I do is just walk around with my thumb on just one of the D-pad on my bike.
Does that bother you? Feet on
A touch because of the smell.
Okay. Hey, you know what? They're feet. They're good now. Plus, my shoes are about 5 years old.
Yeah, replace them.
I never thought of that. I don't have time to replace them. I'm working all the time.
You live a short bus ride from Walmart.
I don't go to Walmart. I hate Walmart. I do. I can't Walmart.
Nobody likes Walmart.
I will not go in there unless I absolutely positively have to.
Ew, I got a street pass.
And then I'll just hop.
Probably you.
Oh. Anyway, back to Pokemon. Well, there's that. I really have stopped being a Nintendo fan over the years.
Yeah, I want to become a PC, just pure PC gamer after a while, and it took until literally December for me to actually get a DS because X and Y was built so much for me, and then even more so throughout the year after its release.
Yeah.
And then with Ruby Sapphire released as well, it was just I had to get X because. Yeah, the guy, get this, when I actually went to get X, the guy at the counter at GameStop was pressuring me to say, don't get X, get Ruby or Sapphire.
Yeah, because that's what they're trying to sell right now.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to sell right now, but honestly, I said no 3 times. I had to say no to him 3 times. And actually give a reason of, okay, this is the first Pokemon game, this is the first non-PC game I've bought in 10 years.
Yeah, just keep saying no. Who? 4 no's means yes. Anyway,
Quadruple negative.
It does mean yes. But yeah, like I've been falling out of it. Well, I was a Nintendo gamer actually all the way up until X360. I bought the Wii and I was disappointed, and I switched to 360, and
I did have a Wii, but I only played Twilight Princess, and that was an okay game, and then
Me too.
that was it. That's
my favorite Zelda
That was
game.
literally the only game, and I just sold the console.
Me too.
I would have gone Skyward Sword because, again, I'm a Zelda fan, but honestly,
We released it on the 3DS.
what, Skyward Sword?
Yeah.
Too soon.
But yeah.
Too soon. It's been what, like 1998 since Ocarina of Time and 1999 for Majora's Mask.
You know what I really want to get, speaking of Nintendo? First of all, I want to see Resident Evil.
What was it, 2000 for Majora's Mask?
2000.
2000?
2001? No, 2000.
So yeah, 15 years later, now we're getting Majora's Mask, and it was only, what, a few years ago that we were getting,
I'm going to get that game, though, because I want to give it another shot. I didn't really like it as a kid. I'm not sure why. It looks interesting from what people have said about it. I think as a kid, I was playing like Mario 64 and stuff.
Oh yeah, you should. I was actually playing those back then too. It was actually my teenagers that I started playing Legend of Zelda. And my first game with Legend of Zelda, surprisingly, for people my age, this is actually me coming in very late, but with how much I know I can keep up with people who've been in since the get-go even. And my first game from Legend of Zelda was Wind Waker.
My first Zelda game was the one on the original Game Boy. Not Link to the Past. What was it? Something with Link in it. Link. It was
Link's Adventure?
No, with all the musical instruments, because you were collecting musical instruments.
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening. That was my first Zelda.
GameCube game. No, wait, not GameCube. Game Boy.
Game Boy. And after that, I played the one that was the 2 different games, Oracle of Seasons and Ages. I played, no, you know what, I'm lying. Actually, my first Zelda game was the first Zelda game. I was just too young to really appreciate it. I had the gold cartridge.
Nice.
I wish I still had it. Wait, was gold or the silver card rare?
It was the gold.
Yeah, I had the gold cartridge. The one on Super Nintendo will always be my favorite, Link to the Past. I miss top-down view, I really do. I like top-down view.
Link Between Worlds has that.
Good, that's
and
what I'm getting.
And it's the same Hyrule as Link to the Past.
Okay, forget Majora. I'm getting that one.
Nah, you still need to get Majora.
I'll get both.
As I said, Majora's Mask has already taken precedence. I pre-ordered it today.
Yeah, and that means that I'm gonna have to buy you Monster Hunter.
If you want.
No, you're gonna, when you play it, trust me, you're gonna like it. I know you're gonna like it. But
If I like it, I'll pay you back.
okay,
And if not, I'll give you the game back. And you have another player.
okay, sounds good to me. Monster Hunter is my my third favorite series of all time. My first favorite is Mass Effect. My favorite is Resident Evil. My third favorite is Monster Hunter. And my fourth favorite is Pokemon.
Fourth favorite is Pokemon.
Yep, they're all pretty close, bear in mind. But Mass Effect will always
can't
be
say I have a
favorite.
favorite series. Honestly, I'm not much of a video gamer. I'm really more of a screen junkie and trivia soaker.
You also said soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, suckers. But
We're broken man suckers.
but who was I? Back to Pokemon. I had all, you know the toy like
By the
those.
way, for those of you wondering about the Tutor, I worked in 11 p.m. to 9 last night, and I haven't slept yet.
Caffeine.
So it's my elixir.
But what was I saying? Something about Pokemon Snap. What did you think of Pokemon Snap?
I love the game.
So did I.
You know what would be fun? Augmented reality Pokemon Snap.
On the 3DS.
Yeah, we actually. Would you think that would be convenient?
No. It would be something you couldn't play in public, but
Yeah, but imagine if imagine if it. I don't think that would be too complicated because think of it like this: it would have to actually read the area you're in. Like imagine it actually was so implemented that it actually recognized when it's snowing out and would have like ducklets flying south.
okay, forget Pokemon Snap Remake, just a whole new Pokemon Snap on DS. Nintendo, are you listening? Pokemon Snap 3D, make it happen.
Pokemon Snap 3D AR.
And just have settings.
In other words, you're gonna have,
the other way.
in other words, we're gonna, this will need some major software update.
I'm willing to help. I
Add a
don't know
couple
anything,
extra
but
games with this feature.
Huh?
I'm saying add a couple of games with this feature as well. Think of it, if they could actually get an AR that would recognize a bit of the world, at least like, oh, it's winter, it's snow.
all it needs is weather reports.
Huh?
All you need is a weather app on the 3DS. They can take it off that. Do they have Pandora on 3DS yet?
No, actually, it doesn't even have internet, dude. Outside, what?
It is a browser.
Actually, you wouldn't be able to do the AR report for that.
Why?
How to get GPS,
It doesn't
where you are.
You just type in your location.
But different cities have different weather.
What is climate like? You're in the Northeast. It's snowing this time of year. And just pick ones like it might be raining because it's spring.
So what? You taking pictures of wild Pokemon in your apartment?
Well, I mean, you'd see the world of Pokemon. But how do you know I live in an apartment?
Don't we all at this point?
Yeah.
And who can afford a house?
I'm solving the mortgage crisis as we speak.
Who can afford a house nowadays?
They should probably just ignore that. But back to the Pokemans. My favorite, oh god, all the stupid GameCube games. Let's not even talk about those. I don't want to those. Any of them.
Come on. Wind Waker was fun. That was
No.
a GameCube game.
No, I'm talking about Pokemon right now, but
Oh, Pokemon GameCube games?
yeah.
There was one?
There were a lot. Coliseum is one that pops mind.
Coliseum.
They were all terrible
I don't remember any of them.
though. You're better off.
But honestly, I didn't have that many games for my DS anyway.
know, when it
For my
comes-
GameCube anyway. I just had the Zelda collections.
When it comes to Pokemon, only 3 game series matter. One that I'm sad didn't continue.
One.
There was Pokemon Snap. That's one that didn't continue. It's not the one I was talking about.
Mm.
The main series and the commonly forgotten Pokemon trading card game.
That still goes.
They still have?
Yeah.
Why wasn't I informed?
Because it never ended.
No, I'm not talking about real life. The one they had on Game Boy Color.
Oh! Yeah, that's still going.
Is
It's
it?
on the eShop. Heck, you could even play online. If you have a Nintendo account.
Club Nintendo?
Yeah.
I've got that.
Yeah, of course, you got a DS.
DS!
Yeah, it still exists. It just doesn't exist in cartridge form.
Cool. Did I ever tell you about the argument I got into with friends, speaking of 3DS? You know Mike Brazil, not listening out loud. You know Mike, right?
Vaguely.
He was saying to me that the 3DS is stronger than the Xbox 360. Now that doesn't sound like a huge argument. Then he said, 360's terrible, you can play 360 on PS2 because of the DVD. I was just like, I just lost half my brain to dumb comment rot.
Is that actually true?
No.
No.
No, PS2 had a 337 megahertz processor. It would catch fire if it tried on a 360 game.
Yeah.
The 3D had a 3-core processor.
Good God, I'm wondering why my computer's not catching fire just trying to record this. I'm not even sure. Yeah, it's still recording. I'm not even sure if it's getting everything correctly though.
That'll be fine. You get a new computer though.
I really do.
I will help you build one, I'm serious. But back to Pokemon.
Honestly, if I would stop spending my money on games,
Hey, whose fault is that?
games and other stuff,
Yeah.
I should probably quit smoking.
Smoking is expensive and very bad for you. I think smoking is a terrible idea.
Yeah, that would save me about $20 a month
I guess vaping's different. I was trying to make an ironic joke,
to help me quit.
but yeah, I've been out of Pokemon for so long. White was such a disappointment for me. Pearl was okay. What came back in a few years ago was that they returned Silver, and I may actually even pick up copies of Soul Silver just because I like it.
If that's the case, I don't see the point.
Yeah, you're right.
Not to picking it up because, as I said, every Pokemon has been brought over.
True.
All of them.
I just love Johto and Kanto.
Like, seriously, if there is anyone out there who's watching this at all, if possible, albeit we have released a video in months, since I haven't put one up since my announcement back in December.
Yeah, I'm actually working on stuff that hasn't seen the light of day yet.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's all been worked on at night. It has not seen the light of day.
No, we worked on it during day 2.
I didn't know that. I was there though, so that's kind of strange.
Actually, how long has this been going on?
Half an hour.
No, way longer. We've been on for an hour.
Oh, wow.
We've been on for an hour, guys. We're making a hell of a content here.
But I have to say, there's one thing I was going to bring up. Pokemon Gold and Silver, of course, were the only ones to go back to the previous generation. And I wish that they had continued to do that. I know they couldn't go back to 5 different leagues. I know that's, what do you call it? That's
Pokemon Z. Maybe it will include all the regions.
That would be cool. Start you off in Pallet Town and you just continue your journey from there like Ashton.
No, you start in whatever region you want.
I pick Kanto.
Yeah, you just start in whichever region you want your character to be native from.
And I never found that new one with the truck.
Look, Kalos native, by the way. Like, seriously, after I'm done playing Omega Ruby, I'm more than likely just going to wind up transferring the legendaries to Pokemon X and generally playing on that.
Yeah, probably me too.
Because overall, I don't like how the main character looks, and for online battles, I would much more prefer to look like me.
Yeah. My character's starting to look like me.
Yeah, you need to boost your style. There's definitely a shirt in the boutique in Lumiose City.
Stop.
Staying at Hotel Richisme is... I know, right?
Did you catch my SpongeBob reference there? Stop.
No.
It's a joke from SpongeBob. Classic good SpongeBob. But yeah.
Honestly, we could go on this topic forever. And we've already been on this topic and others for more than an hour now.
Well, the season finales to MLP were pretty long.
Oh,
We
God.
pretty much wrapped up the whole season.
Yeah, we wrapped up the whole series when it came to the end of Season 4.
And I'm still in withdrawals. Not as broke. DHX Studios, get Season 5 out. I am having withdrawals.
Yeah, this is what we're doing on hiatus. Because honestly, without the ponies, we can't seem to focus.
What is empty without them?
No, it's not
I'm
completely
kidding. That's
empty.
a joke, obviously.
We got other stuff to supplement with the ponies.
You see what happened here, though? The series ended, for now, so we started making our own episodes.
Yeah.
Seriously, I've never gotten into a show that much before. That's crazy. Well, when I was watching Dragon Ball Z, I did design my characters and give them stories.
Yeah, then we just started our own series that's a complete spin-off and has nothing to do with the actual show, but just takes place in the world because, well, we like the world.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that. It's really good. It's awesome. I've seen it in here.
Whatever the hell we do it.
Eventually, the procrastinator superhero, remember?
Yeah.
I'll get to it. Sorry.
I'll save you, eventually.
The Amanda Show, we should do... do you know what our next discussion should be?
What?
It should be old shows like that. Like, I know that discussion
What,
been
old
done.
sketch comedies?
Yeah, sketch comedies. All that, the Amanda Show.
Possibly. We'll figure it out when we get to it. Anyway, want to do the wrap-up?
Poke wrap up. So, what did we discuss? We discussed our favorite generations. We discussed what we think the next game's going to be.
The possible ending of Pokemon.
You never talked about your favorite Pokemon.
I did. Good job.
All right, good job. We did say that. In conclusion, I'm back to Pokemon.
Yeah, we're back in. We just wanted to do something for you two.
And I found my hat.
Because, admittedly, we missed doing this.
I loved it. I know we don't have a lot of fans. We deserve more.
We don't have a lot of fans. We don't get a lot of views, but I don't care. I have fun doing these videos.
Subscribe.
I have fun doing these videos. It's so fun just to rant to the camera with someone.
Yeah, and I've got a wonderful personality, so people love me. I don't know why they watch you. I'm sorry, I'm kidding.
Gee, if it weren't for me, none of these would even be going up.
That's true.
It's the channel that I have through my email.
If it weren't for
filled
you,
in my apartment.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be watching a show called My Little Pony, and I wouldn't have seen a kid
If
in
it
a
weren't
pony
for
t-shirt and almost said nice
you'd be
shirt
spending
kid.
your weekends sitting in your apartment playing Xbox.
I don't have an Xbox.
Then playing whatever.
PS4.
There you go.
Or DS now. Well, don't put it on the DS.
Exactly. You wouldn't have gotten into Pokemon if it weren't me.
Although it's because of you that I saw a little kid in a My Little Pony t-shirt and almost said, nice shirt, kid.
Almost said it.
I didn't say it.
You should have said
It
it.
was a Rainbow Dash t-shirt.
You should have said it.
I should have. And everyone at GameStop probably would have turned, Brody!
So?
Get him!
So?
Well, then we have to run out of the mall.
Nah.
No, I think probably someone would have been like, hell yeah, man! Yeah, the t-shirt's 20% cooler! I think there's a lot of people out there who just won't admit that they like the show.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not a kid show, it's not a little girl show, it's an everybody show.
Yeah, it's a family show.
It was based on a little girl show, but it's not. It's totally different now.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to get on that subject. We talked that to death. But in conclusion, Pokemon, I'm back. I love it. I love the new graphics. I love everything about the new Pokemon. And really, part of me doesn't want to see it end. I want to see more generations.
You want to see more generations? What do you think would come from more generations? Let's get more into the future of Pokemon.
Pikachu ripoff?
Okay, beyond Pikachu ripoffs.
The
Because no matter what,
evolutions?
because come on, we had 2 in one generation.
Yeah.
Plus and minus, and minus.
You know, this is a random discussion that we didn't bring up during the MLP vlogs.
Okay.
The main 6, what type of train would they each be if they were to train an element?
Well, here's the reason why that never came up is that neither of us played.
That's true.
And I would say Pinky would be a normal type trainer.
I agree.
Pinky would, for those of you saying normal type, why Pinky? That's so unlike her. Well, for one, duh, because it is so unlike her. And 2, think of the subtypes for the normals. That is so beyond extensive.
Yeah. Rarity's got to be fairy. Come on.
Rarity, I could see being grass or fairy type, more likely fairy.
Applejack would either be Earth or...
It's so cute.
Exactly. And she'd be styling the name.
Rainbow Dash would be a flying trainer, but she would have 1 Blastoise.
Yep. Tank.
She would have a Blastoise.
She had a Blastoise that inexplicably knows fly.
Yeah. Even more so. We'll just say that she hacked her Pokemon game to give her Blastoise fly.
Well, I think Applejack would be an Earth type. I want to say grass, but Earth type.
What, ground and rock?
Yeah.
Nah, we know that Mog would be the ground.
Yeah, but Mog's not part of the main six.
Yeah, true. Twilight.
Psychic. Psychic.
That didn't take long. There wasn't even a discussion.
Psychic.
Just think. What was
Entirely perfect. Psychic. Who we missed? Oh, well, Fluttershy would obviously be grass. She's a nature type, for sure.
Who?
Fluttershy.
We already said Fluttershy would be fairy.
No, we said Rarity would be fairy. Because she's obsessed with the pretty ones.
Oh yeah. So Fluttershy would be grass?
Yep, I think so anyway. Who are we missing? We said Applejack.
Okay, what would he be the trainer of? Dragons?
He'd be a trainer of a Magikarp. He'd have a Magikarp, a Love Disc, all the useless Pokemon.
Nah, he would have that.
Old bucket.
He would have one useful Pokemon. Because of Magikarp.
Well, he'd have Pokemon that start off like totally stupid. He'd have a Metapod,
Yeah,
a
all of his, that would be perfect. Like, all his Pokemon would be like, just, he would have nothing but starters.
No, he'd be a Pokemon hoarder.
Nah, that's clearly Fluttershy.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
I think Fluttershy would be more the normal trainer, but nah, she would definitely be. I don't know, grass type just doesn't seem bitter.
Fire.
Nah. Well, fire, she does have a temper. But
I'm just animal type like Pokemon.
I think honestly that Fluttershy would have fairy type.
Then what would Rarity have?
Rarity?
I think she.
Considering some of their considering a couple of their elegance, I think she would go for dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, probably, because dragons are classy. Our dragon's classy.
And gee, Spike.
But we should probably
Her
start.
admiration for Spike.
Yeah.
She'd be a dragon trainer.
But I think we should begin to wrap this up. We're going well over an hour and a half now.
Actually, I'm not even sure. Let's see. Yeah, we're about an hour and a quarter.
So let's finally wrap this episode up. This has been the very first Broken Conversations.
Pokemon!
Broken Conversations with Matt and Nick. Yeah, this is our real life show.
Real life sucks.
Yeah, but this is the show this is our talk show that basically stars us at this point. And
Talk show.
if we ever get a guest, they might be sitting here.
I'm going to talk to John Penn. I think he would be great for this.
Well, you want to try and... Yeah, you could go ahead and bring guests. I only have 1, 2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, were
No.
we counting? You're telling me how many guests you have.
How many guests I have?
Oh.
Amy and Rena. That's all I can think of.
Oh, yeah, I got a few people I'll talk to. But, in wrapping
And
up,
plus with Rena, I think the only discussion we could really have on here is Doctor Who.
Dr. Who's.
Yeah, but you know we couldn't do those jokes.
She likes the show and won't admit it.
Yeah, she totally is a closet Pegasus-ter.
Remember what she said? I like the little rhyming zebra.
I like the rhyming zebra.
I know she's a fan and she won't admit it.
It's because her daughter makes her watch it.
Because you remember when you were first talking to me about it, I kept saying, oh, well, I like the art style, I like the draw style, and
Yeah, you just kept saying little things without admitting you like it.
I didn't really like it, but I found things I appreciated about it. And when you find something you appreciate about something, it's easier
And
for
then
you
you
to...
find more things to appreciate about it.
like characters.
I like the little rhyming zebra.
I do like Zecora. Zecora's funny.
Zecora is funny. But yes, this is a conclusion. And after this, we need to work on opening credits.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta get them
It's
all.
only 150
Gotta get them all, but they're not like STDs, folks. If you use a condom.
every time.
Unless it's for procreation.
Who wants to do that?
People who actually have been married for a while. Hey, some of them exist.
But anyway, now we're going
I mean, heck, your folks had to procreate.
Yeah, then they got divorced.
Yeah, but it still resulted in you.
Yeah. And that's unfortunate for many, many people.
Meh, I wouldn't have anything to do otherwise.
True. But,
Dude, I'd probably be doing the same exact crap that I'm doing now.
What if I was just born in another form? Like a rock.
Would you be named Boulder?
Boulder was hungry. Oh crap, I just referenced that movie.
Boulder was hungry.
You are gray, like a rock,
Gray, you are gray, like a rock.
which is what you are.
Let's rock.
Let's stop going on tangents because we really do have to wrap this up now.
Yeah.
Pokemon,
This keeps happening every time of these. Pokemon is awesome. We're
I'm
back
back
in.
to it.
No, we're back in. We'll see you next time on another Broken Conversations.
camera, return!